So what if you dreamed about water? Thank you for joining the Dream Interpreters. I'm Jendayi Harris. This is Kurt Johnson, and we are here to talk about water today. So when we first think about water, there's so many types of water, right? There's
That's
seas,
right.
there's lakes, there's oceans, there's a drink of water, there's a puddle of water. What does water mean?
Well, a lot of times water has the connotation of spiritual things
Mm.
because, for example, an ocean or a lake can be shallow at one end when you enter and then deep as you continue to go in it. And that's a lot of times how our spiritual walk is. And when we start in spiritual things, we kind of tiptoe and then gradually get deeper if we're progressing.
So that water could mean spirit of some kind. A lot of
hmm
times, I remember a dream, and it's such an awesome dream. I'd love to share the whole thing, but for our time's sake today, the ocean meant dealing with emotion, and it meant how spiritual cleansing. So how clean and clear your water is actually does matter, doesn't it?
That's
Because
right.
you can have murky, nasty waters, and that
Yeah.
means some nasty emotions happening, or something in your spiritual path that you may need to look at.
Yeah, and if you have a stagnant pond in your dream
Hmm.
that's just filled with slime and gunk and sludge, and you're looking for somewhere else to get water, that could actually be a very good sign that you need to continue to explore other spiritual things.
Yeah, so water represents usually emotions and could be spiritual matters, cleansing, purity,
hmm
cleanness, thoughts, your life, what's happening around you. I've had many dreams of murky waters where things were not that great going on. There needed to be a cleansing of my attitude, my thoughts, my mindsets. And then dreams of sparkling waters. The
hmm
sea. I remember having a dream of someone being on the sea, but they were on rough waters, right? They were really treading
mm
water, so they were in a very tough life state. The sea can represent scripturally represents nations, can represent just where we are in life. Remember, a still sea. You know, if you're in a boat hanging out in a still sea, that's probably more positive, calm. But when you're trying to rough those waters and you're a fisherman at sea, things are rough going on in your life and what you're trying to navigate that the dream's trying to bring up.
That's right.
Yes.
I talk to a lot of people about their dreams on the street. I just love going out and ask people about their dreams. And so I was at Comic Con this year, and one of the first people that I talked to talked about having a lot of water in their dreams. And what they told was kind of a different story than what I've experienced. Is they were just deathly afraid of water. They
Mm.
couldn't approach it without getting really, really afraid. And so what that told me is that a lot of times when they have tried to seek out some type of spirituality or something that would flow better in their life in spiritual things, that they might have been hurt or there might have been just a lot of fear around that.
Yeah, and how about drowning? Any thoughts on drowning?
Yeah,
When you're drowning in the water.
it's not a pleasant experience from what I hear. It is, a lot of times I've never had a drowning dream personally, but a lot of times when I've heard about people drowning, it's been very fearful. The water's very dark and
Fear.
murky. And
Dark.
so
Hmm.
sometimes those dreams are given as an impetus to create fear inside an individual, especially when they're really young.
Yes. Yeah. So fear is a big part of the drowning dreams. If you have
Mhm.
dreams of being immersed in the water, that's being emotionally overtaken and needing to take a look at that. And like you can't be in control or come out of that, or you may doubt, have a lot of doubt around your own
Mhm.
abilities to handle what's happening in your life. You feel like you're drowning. So great stuff on water, huh?
Yeah,
Lots
absolutely.
there. So thanks for
Absolutely.
joining in with us. We appreciate you.